Hey sexy budgeters, here's our question of the day. This one comes from Sharon from Georgia. She says, my husband and I really want a new car. We do have one good working car, but the car we have now is old and needs a little repairing. We have been working hard and have $1,000 saved in our emergency fund so far. Our credit is okay. Here's the question. My husband wants to save up to buy a car and pay cash for it. However, I would rather get a good car with a decent note that we can afford and save our emergency fund. What should we do? Congratulate you and your husband on being able to save $1,000 already in your emergency fund. That is not one easy feat, and you all are rocking it. Now, to your question, it's a tough one for me. It's tough because I love it when things are paid off, especially cars. I remember when I bought my first car, I named her Marianne. Yeah, I know. I did name her. But I remember when I bought her right out of college. She was a beauty. That was my car back in 2006, and I still got to this day 11 years later. My wife hates getting into the car. Every time she gets in it, she says a prayer hoping that it doesn't break down. It has a couple of times, but I love it to death because it's paid off. So I tell you that so you can know that I do appreciate your husband's view in paying cash for a car, but I also understand the desire for a new car. So if you go the route of purchasing a new car with cash, I will recommend a couple of things. The first is to decide upon the time frame it would take for you to purchase that vehicle, whether that may be 6 months, 1 year, etc. After that, you get with your sexy budget and decide how much money can be moved to a car fund. At the end of that time frame, whether it was that 6 months, a year, or whatever, look at how much money you have there and only buy a car within that price range. And always negotiate. But what about getting a car note? Well, I would say this. The average payment of a vehicle is $500 for 6 to 7 years. That is way too long to be paying interest on a car note. What I recommend is if you're going to get a car note, make sure it's no more than 3 years. Now that doesn't mean to get a 5 or 6 year note and hope that you pay it off in 3 years, because that rarely happens. Life gets in the way. But get a car note no more than 3 years, and then make sure that the total payments of all vehicles in your home is no more than 1/10 of your total take-home pay. Now, what I will recommend between both these choices will be the option that gets rid of debt and to help build wealth, and that will be to save up cash to pay for a vehicle. I would rather build wealth than allow my wealth to go towards the interest payments on vehicles. I hope this helps. Let me know how it goes. See you next time.